thank you, Jason, for joining me today. Now, since you started this walk, what's it been like? How has the response been from people that you have met along the way?
The response has been every area of the spectrum as I expected. For the most part, overall, honestly, it's been wonderful. The odd one here and there that is less than pleasant, as I say, they're going to happen. I expected them to happen, and they are there. But I need to have those experiences anyway, because that tells me that I need to keep doing what I'm doing, and I mean, it needs to be done.
So, for those people that don't know you, Jason, why are you doing this walk?
I'm doing this walk for a multitude of reasons, but overall, I guess the big reason, I'm tired of the way people treat each other. Not just the homeless, as I've said, it's the way that people treat each other in general. But when it comes to the homeless, these people are in a situation that is incredibly tough. Essentially, they're already oppressed. They're being further oppressed. They're already in a situation where a lot of times abuse has happened, and they're taking abuse. I'm trying to raise awareness that we're all very, very close to being homeless. I say that we've all walked the 9 millimeters towards the centimeter of homelessness, because everybody, no matter what your state in life or position, everybody in the society today is that close to being homeless, and that there's a deeper story to every individual than what we think we're seeing. And
we kind of lost you there, Jason. It went all muffled there.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, there you are. Okay.
Say, you want me to start over?
No, just carry on there. Yep, no, we're good.
Okay. I want everybody to know that we're all incredibly close to becoming homeless. I want everybody to start treating each other properly, that we are all the same. We all bleed the same. We're all born the same. We all breathe the same. We are all a part of society. Society means everybody. That includes everybody. And at the end of the day, there's no class of society. We all breathe. We all eat. We all sleep. We all need. We all want. We are all people. We are all humans, and the egos that are out there need to stop and just accept everybody as worthy. And we're all like that. I've seen horrible treatment towards the homeless, including myself during states of homelessness, and it has to stop. And I want people to understand that the reason for homelessness isn't just bad behavior, bad decisions, mental illness, substance abuse. A key element is poverty, but there are many, many reasons that people become homeless. There are many reasons why people are stuck in the situation. And for those that say people that are homeless and have been for a long time, they want to be homeless, they misunderstand, just like these people misunderstand how they have to get out, what it takes to get out of the system. And it is exactly that. It's a disgusting system that's unnecessary today. And I want people to understand, we need to understand each other.
Hey,
we don't need to know each other, but at least understand.
So one thing that just pops to my mind as you talk about this is the stigma that when people think about homeless people, they think about, oh, you're just a drunk, or I'm not going to give you any money because you're just going to go buy booze or drugs. Well, how does that make you feel when you hear that?
Well, one of the biggest things, and many people agree with me on this, I'm not going to give you money because you're going to buy. Well, when that money is given to somebody, that's no longer your money, first of all. That's when you give somebody something, anything, whether it's money or not, that's no longer your possession. But I discourage panhandling anyway. I discourage giving money. I'm all about a hand up, not a hand out. But unfortunately, the stereotype is there. You're going to go buy booze or drugs. And, I mean, somebody did that at some point, sure. Some people do that, sure. But I guess if there was another life form that could vocalize things, if they only met a few humans that killed other humans, we would all be murderers. It doesn't happen with everybody. And you know what? A lot of times the people will buy things other than what they're saying. A lot of times they'll buy things that are absolutely needed. But again, stop judging. I mean, not stop judging. Everybody judges. We're all going to judge. But stop imposing your judgment. Stop deciding how somebody's going to live their life and treat them like they lived that negative way. If you don't want to give them money, don't give them money. If you want them to be blessed with a sandwich, a coffee, or whatever it is that they're looking for, if you're willing to part with your almighty dollar, then you can part with a few minutes to provide that for them. but just stop the hate. It's politically incorrect to say anything about any religion or denomination, any group, except for the homeless. It's okay to stigmatize, stereotype, and be hateful, and that's just wrong. Essentially, they're making us a separate society in society, which is contradictory, hypocritical, oxymoron, whatever you want to call it. We are part of society, but they're trying to segregate us because they're better than us, and again, it's arrogant.
Very, very good points. Now, along this journey, you've met up with some very interesting people. Tell us a little bit. Who have you had the pleasure of speaking to?
Oh boy, the list is huge. As far as people that people would know across the country, Clara Hughes. I was blessed with meeting Clara Hughes. She draped me in her gold medal from the Vancouver Olympics and inspired me to add a bike ride across Canada at the finish of the walk across Canada. I met with Prince Charles, Camilla, the Lieutenant Governor, the Premier of Nova Scotia was also in attendance. I did a video with the Trailer Park Boys from the television and movies, the Trailer Park Boys. I met with Rob Wells, otherwise known as Ricky, on the show, and Mike Smith, otherwise known as Bubbles. We did a quick video, took some pictures, and had some conversation.
Now, how were they?
I met with.
You got to tell me, how were those guys? Are they as nuts as you see on TV?
When the camera's rolling, they're. I mean, they are what's on the camera. They're a lot of fun. When the camera stops, they're human beings. Well, you know what? They're just like homeless people. They're human beings. They're normal, down-to-earth people. They're just like anybody else, but they can adjust. We went all over the spectrum. We had a little bit of fun. We joked and everything, and then at the end got serious. And these guys were honestly sweet men. They were great guys.
Well, that's very cool. I know in the past I've met Leahy and Randy when they came to St. Thomas a few years ago at Cool's Warehouse, and they were just amazing people. And I kind of wondered what the other side of the Trailer Park Boys, what they were like.
I guess it's like any other actor that I've met over the years. When the camera stops rolling, they're human beings, and these guys, they were decent guys. And we joked around. I told them about my days where I did stand-up comedy, and we joked around a little bit. They were able to joke like that, but they were also able to get back to serious conversation. And I mean, they were encouraging, and they were awesome. They were great people.
That's cool. It's nice to see that they would even take the time to to talk about your situation, what you're doing, and the awareness that you're trying to bring.
It blew my mind that they did. I mean, they spent 45 minutes with me at least. It may have been a little more than that, but that was during the shooting of their upcoming movie. They stopped. They had their lunch, and it was time to get back to shooting. But they said, no, we're going to hang out with this guy for a bit. They hung out with me, and it was awesome. They took that time out. The same thing goes and a lot of people don't want to hear about me meeting Prince Charles because he's not Canadian. Well, Prince Charles helped me raise awareness because, Prince Charles is a human being too, whether he's royalty or not. But I memean, he took 4.5 minutes out of his walk. I think he was limited to, I don't know how many minutes for the walkabout. He took 4.5 minutes out to stand and talk to me, whereas he was walking by with other people, saying hello, shaking their hand, moving on. He stopped. He talked to me. He wanted to know what Homeless Happens is all about. Wanted to know why I was walking, and I talked to him about homelessness in Britain. And it was just, I mean, he took the time, and that's all I want is not time for me so much, but a little bit of consideration for the other human beings that live among us.
And that is another good point, because we're not just talking about Canada here or just in Ontario. This is worldwide, isn't it?
It's a worldwide epidemic. People don't want to look at that, but it's an epidemic that's among us. Yeah, it's worldwide. I got to talk to Prince Charles because recently 18 fire trucks opened their hoses on a bunch of homeless people in a plaza where there used to be a homeless shelter, and I talked to him about that. And he came out. Started with his statement that he doesn't make decisions, and I cut him off. I said, "You have a lot of influence." And he looked at me, and I kid you not, it was a sincere look, and he said, "I understand that." And he said, "I'm really sorry for what happened." I believe he's sorry for what happened. I mean, he didn't make the call to do that to them. but he has the influence to bring an end to that kind of treatment.
Oh, sorry, Jason, to interrupt you there.
He was awesome.
Sorry to interrupt you. We just it went all muffled there again right at the end, so I missed all that the ending part there after where you said you had cut him off.
Yeah, I cut him off when he said that he doesn't make the decisions over in the UK. And I told him, I said, yeah, you've got a lot of influence. And he looked at me and he said, yeah, I'm sorry for what happened. He said he's really sorry for what happened. And essentially I made him aware that, okay, listen, man, you've got the influence, and I say, man, he's a human being. Listen, man, you've got the power, the influence to bring an end to this kind of treatment. Why not influence? Put your influence into it. And he honestly, I felt like when he walked away, he felt bad for a moment. Whether or not he did, I don't know, but it felt like he did. And when he told me, he said, "You're a blessing, son,"
right,
and walked away. To me,
wow.
I mean, I got him to shake my filthy homeless hand, and he did just that. My hand, honestly, was exaggeratedly dirty, intentionally. There was a point for that, but he did that. Royalty could shake my hand, spend 4.5 minutes with me to just get a little bit of knowledge on what I'm doing for homeless awareness. Then so can the people that work minimum wage jobs, or I don't know what they call it other than minimum wage jobs, but people making more money than anybody else. I mean, any class. I don't like saying that there's classes of people, low class, middle class, upper class. We're all one class of people. We're either dead or alive.
That's true.
And that's the class. That's the class that's out there. And people don't need to kill the people that are alive among us here in society because they don't have a roof over their head or whatever less fortunate position they're in.
Yeah, very well said. Very well said. Now, recently you were home here in St. Thomas, and there was a fundraiser held for you at Eastside Bar and Grill in London.
Yes.
What was that all about?
The 4 bands showed up. My best friend Merv from Hurt and Merv, and Doug Ryan, my friend with Dave's Not Here, Kevin Rudy and How's It, Chico Sanchez emceed it. Excuse me, and it I don't even know how to say it. It was incredible. It was absolutely incredible.
So what was it? Why did they do it?
The fundraising side of it may not have been. I do my best not to ask for money and such. Were there fundraisers from it? Not a whole lot. It balanced out the cost of shirts and hats and my transportation to from where I left off to the event. It covered that and almost my lodging for the night in London. But you know what? It doesn't matter, because if you could have seen and felt the heart in that room, the funds are irrelevant, insignificant, because the support that was there from everybody that showed, it was just, honestly, I still get goosebumps thinking about it. Getting up to join them to sing "Keep on Rockin' in the Free World," with this walk is named after "Keep on Walking in the Free World." It was a huge success. It was a moral victory for me.
So people that are passing you along the highway and they maybe just see one man walking after this fundraiser, obviously you got a lot of people there that are with you, aren't they?
I would never ever. There's not a big enough backpack, big enough container to put the people that are out here with me. I could never contain the huge hearts that are out here with me, but I still find a way to bring them along with me.
So where are you today, and where are you headed from here?
Today I'm in South London just now, near Baseline Road. I'm heading over to Vic Hospital to visit my buddy Ian. Huge outreach work. Ian actually helped get me out of a state of homelessness back in the 90s and counseled me on things. His wife is in she's on the cancer floor at Vic Hospital. I'm going to visit with them one last time, and then I will go get some rest. I made my stops at Unity Project and London Intercommunity Health Clinic today, and tomorrow morning I will be off to Stratford. And
anything planned in Stratford? Do you have any meetings there?
I'm going to be meeting with the Beacon Herald. I'm going to be going to 2 different shelters. and a number of people I'm going to be meeting that some of them are outreach workers, advocates, and some of them are just people that have picked up on what I'm doing from my page. One lady wants to meet me to buy me a coffee and make sure that I have a Tim Hortons gift card for part of the walk. And I mean, that's awesome. The gift card is not necessary. It's hanging out with somebody that wants to be a part of this. That's what's important.
Well, this
the gift card is nice.
Yeah, well, those are nice. Now, this kind of leads into my next question was, I know there are a lot of people that do support you and offer their help, but for anyone that does want to donate money for this walk, because, like, let's get real, this isn't an easy walk. I mean, you do have expenses if it's not food or lodging, but you have footwear, clothing, things like that. I mean, this is a huge, huge walk. How can anybody help you if this is something that they want to donate for?
Again, like I said, I don't ask, but people have helped me out, and then some people have sent me email money transfers to homelesshappens@hotmail.ca. Not one person made the mistake of sending it to .com, and it got rejected and sent back to her. People have pulled up on the side of the highway, giving me gift cards. I sell shirts and hats when I have them available. I don't have any of it. I think I got 2 shirts left in my backpack. People just, I'm blessed that periodically. I got a deal on my last pair of shoes in St. Thomas. My friend Terry Belowski, she, I'm forgetting the name of the store, and I feel awful, on Burwell, or Fairview, just north of Broadwood Farm Market. Does it Fairview turn into Burwell?
Yeah, it does.
Okay, yeah, so it's Burwell, right by Talbot, behind, it's just a little bit diagonal across from Hart's there, the pet food thing, if it's still called that. I don't pay attention to much. Runners for Life, I'm going to post the business card for it. But, I mean, these shoes cost me, I think, $173. I can't remember exactly, because I have to have decent shoes. I've been trying to wear shoes that aren't quite decent, and it's been hurting me and such. But she gave me a great deal on these shoes. I'm trying very, very hard to get a $1,000 loan that I've offered that I will pay back $1,700 on a $1,000 loan, $200 a month, because that'll get me. I need one of those strollers, jogger strollers, because I can't carry this backpack anymore. It's killing my legs, my back, and my shoulders, and I've got a back injury and a leg injury. So I'm trying to do that. And like I said, I don't ask people for free stuff. I'm trying to get this stroller. And the same person, Terry, he's going to be giving me a deal on one of them when I'm able to get that money. And it'll also give me money for food for when I'm not blessed to be in a town with a soup kitchen, or somebody comes up and gives me a gift card or provides dinner for me. But it's essentially, that's how it's been going, is that people have been emailing transfers to me, as well as people have been giving me gift cards and such. I'm heading into, after Kitchener, I'll be heading into towns where I don't know anybody again. I'm fortunate here in London, born in London, and then essentially lived my life in St. Thomas. So I know a lot of people, and I was helped out a lot here. But I'm heading into some areas where I'm not knowing anybody.
Okay, Jason. Well, listen, we're going to let you go so you can continue on your next part of your journey here. And I know you said you're on your way to Vic Hospital. So I just want to thank you again for taking the time to speak with me, and I do wish you all the best. I
appreciate that.
I hope you have a safe journey. And listen, can we speak with you again, say next Friday, and get another update on what's been going on during your walk through the week?
Absolutely. You know, we could do this as often as you wish to do it, and that's actually, I'm going to benefit from that, because it helps. It saves me from trying to. Well, I'm lacking, and it makes detailed posts and clips. So if we could both benefit from it, I'd really appreciate that.
Well, yeah, no, that's absolutely fine. I've got a lot of people here that have been asking me too, have you heard from Jason and what's happening? So, and we've been watching your posts and pictures. So, yeah, if you're good with that, I'm good with that. We'll see if we can chat weekly, and maybe you can get on there and post some pictures every now and again, and just give us a visual on what's going on.
Absolutely.
Okay, Jason. Well, thanks again, and you take
Thank
care.
You, Tony.
Be safe out there, my brother.
Take care, brother.
Okay. Bye-bye now.
Bye-bye.